I did pivot from one thing that I did want to talk about, but we'll share that tomorrow. I want to talk about one more thing before we get out of here. Y'all ready? I want to talk about layoffs. I want to go into um, Meta. Meta is supposedly having layoffs.
Employees of one Silicon Valley company.
And this has been kind of proliferating a little bit throughout the sphere. I've been seeing it. So I'm going to talk about layoffs really quickly, and then I'm going to get y'all up out of here for the rest of the day. All right, let's get into it.
Are bracing for pink slips today. Meta, owner of Facebook, is trimming 5% of its workforce. KTV's South Bay reporter Jesse Gary reports now from Menlo Park.
The first day of the work week brings the final day of employment for approximately 3,600 Meta employees. Beginning at 5 a.m. Monday, pink slips went out to what the company calls the lowest performers in an effort to move them out faster.
It appears that they are facing some really serious financial hurdles. Not only did they do rank and file, but they also did C-suite executives. So that's eliminating, that's creating more efficiencies, if you will.
The company classifies the cuts that impact countries from across the globe as performance terminations. U.S. workers are getting the bad news now. Employees in more than a dozen countries in Europe, Asia, and Africa get let-go notices February 11th through the 18th. Meta staffers in Germany, France, Italy, and the Netherlands are exempt from the cuts, according to Reuters, due to local regulations.
They have agreements with those governments, do certain things, and it's more national than it is individual.
The company says it'll expedite the hiring of machine learning engineers and other business-critical roles. Some industry experts say employees who have pushed back against returning to full-time office work are being targeted by this second round of Meta reductions.
I told y'all. I told you. I warned you. I 100% warned you. I said, listen, for those of y'all that have not prepared yourself to go back into the office, and this is not just federal workers, but these are workers across the board, be prepared to get let go. All of y'all sitting there telling me about what you want and how much more productive that you are. Okay. Okay. It's not just for the federal government. People are right-sizing a business across the board. Publicly traded companies, privately owned companies, nonprofit organizations, they're right-sizing their companies. And if you are not willing to show your face and be seen, if you think that you are going to be one of these government employees that was getting these checks from the U.S. Treasury until you're 150 years old, you're so off. You're going to be so wrong. Y'all might as well get on board because, and let me throw this in there. Did you see the type of jobs that they're looking for? For all of you people that need to upgrade your skill sets, because I see my ladies all the time. Here, I'm going to come back to this. I see my ladies all the time talking about how many degrees I got. Yeah, girl, I got a degree in this, and I got a degree behind my head, and I got a degree here and a degree here. I'm not going to be affected by diversity, equity, and inclusion because I got 9 degrees. In what? In what? If you're not upgrading your skill set to something that's actually conducive for the company, machine learning engineers, meaning this, they're still hiring. Their Meta is not laying off people. They're firing underperforming workers, and they're still hiring in other parts of the country. So Meta just had, if you are a part of Stock Club, if you're a part of the Patreon, link is in the description as well as pinned to the top of the chat. Meta just had one of the best quarters that actually buoyed the stock. It made the stock go up. The stock is more valuable than it was before they reported their fourth quarter earnings, the earnings from last year that then completed their fiscal year for 2024. They're doing well. They're not struggling. They're not struggling. They're doing phenomenal from a profitability perspective, and they're spending more money funding research and development that's going to basically deploy new technologies and allow for them to continue to participate in the new industries. And they're looking for machine learning engineers. And machine learning engineers are going to make a crazy amount of money, and they get equity into the company. So what does that mean? That means that they don't care about you trying to protest inside of the company with your diversity, equity, and inclusion degree. When they start to look at performance-based, they're going to look at it from so many different lenses, including if you are a visible person inside of the office. I've been saying it, I've been preaching it to the top of the mountains, and you got mad at me and you said, I don't like what you said. Little homie, I'm trying to save your job. I'm trying to save your house. I'm trying to not let your house get foreclosed on. I'm trying to allow for you to be able to provide for your children. I'm trying to save you pushing back against me, but I'm sitting here rich as hell. Dog, you have no clue what my life is like. Why are you fighting me? I'm trying to tell you what your life is going to be. I'm trying to save you from layoffs and from being designated as an underperforming employee. You are still fighting me because I'm trying to give you the information.
From 2022 to 2023, the company sacked about a quarter of its workforce, or 21,000 people.
They're targeting the low performing.
What does that mean?
Those that aren't performing up to the standards. Now, apparently there's another blurb that says that Mr. Zuckerberg has raised the standards. Now, that low performing could be anything from not coming into the office and interacting with the rest of the people. Again, you see where I'm going with that. To simply just working from home and not doing much.
They not playing no games with y'all. Listen, even if they say you can work from home, I would suggest that you designate some time, maybe once or twice a week. If you are a nonprofit employee, or if you work for a government organization, or not even a government organization, if you work for like anything where you get a 403B, you should probably be okay. Unless they start cutting government funding and they start streamlining things. But if you work for like, I don't know, like a major university or something, you probably will be okay. You know what I'm saying? You probably be okay. It's not as competitive trying to stay there, so you should be all right. But if you are a person that's a federal employee, or you are a person that work for a regular company, I'm trying to tell you that you need to get on the ball and really, really, really start focusing, because it is going to be difficult out here. It's going to be rough. They look at an underperforming employee as more than just a person that gets their assignments done. Your assignments is only going to be a small smidget of what it is that they look for. And I tried to tell y'all yesterday, I tried to tell y'all Monday on how you can level up and how you can make yourself more valuable to your organization.
Experts say work from home costs companies in productivity, and many are or will soon move completely away from that option.
If the world is changing, which it sure as heck is for the technology business, getting everybody all in a room to figure out how we're going to do things differently is really important. And even just bringing everybody in for a meeting won't do it. People have to kind of hang out together and cope with the changes.
Meta executives say they will offer.
Meaning, you guys are going to have to start getting yourselves in order and start being willing to be in social again. Ooh, I'm about to say what Molly say. Y'all gonna have to start touching grass. Yeah, you're going to have to start touching grass. You got to work on your social skills, big dog. You got to get comfortable around other people in your space. Human interaction is about to be at an all-time high. We about to get y'all outside. We gonna get y'all married. We gonna get y'all interacting with each other. You gonna get the money. You gonna get the business. You gonna get all of the good things. And you're gonna have to start going outside. Yeah. No more working from home in your little silo. No more not interacting with people. No more thinking that you're better than everybody else. Nope. You got to go outside now. Time to go back outside. Time to go out here and touch grass.